Hexi Iaksamwa. Welcome back to Tom Plays EUIV Universalis 4 for absolute beginners about the Ottomans. Just slightly reconsidering whether I want to attack Mazandaran. To be honest, it would give me a very good opportunity to take on Qara Qoyunlu without having to personally break our alliance with them. Still a little bit risky as regards upsetting our southern neighbours, of course, but no. Alright, we're already on our way over for that way. Just thinking we could also do with more manpower. Just how powerful is Qara Qoyunlu? I can see a couple of armies. They do look a lot less powerful than us, I have to say. So there's just a risk, I suppose, that our other neighbours will become alarmed. But on the other hand, it could allow us to actually proceed with our missions. Okay. So, assuming we wanted to go ahead with this, where would we actually want to be? Right, let's assume the worst, and we really want to nobility. Okay, our nobles are already in rebellion. I think I'm going to have to take the prestige hit for that one. What other rebels have we got coming? Crimea. Just Crimea, really. Can I get military access? I can. Right, I might request that. I appreciate that's going to give us Okay. So we're trying to take these two provinces. It's entirely up to Qara Qoyunlu if they want to fight us. Oh, what do you know? They do. Well, their funeral or something. Oh my goodness. I didn't realise I still had these ships out here. A little unfortunate. I might just try to shell them for now. What's Qara Qoyunlu's fleet like? Four light ships, 9 galleys. We've definitely got the advantage. Nice. Okay, what have we got? We want to stamp down on the movement because it moves us towards legalism. I think we might have a new policy, which will not be a bad thing by any means. So what are our options? Spy Discovery Act, right, that's an additional administrative policy, so that will cost us and probably isn't that valuable. Monthly war exhaustion, fort defence, also not that valuable, but it is free at the moment, so I'll go for that one. Handle the additional lack of war exhaustion. myself confused there. I was thinking those were our lands, but they're not. Okay, we've got some Crimean separatists who I'm pretty much going to have to ignore, unfortunately. For the time being. Just going to go straight for the castles. See Mazandaran's coming out in force. Haven't seen any sign of Qara Qoyunlu yet. Oh, there they are. Interesting, so they're staying together quite effectively. Actually, a bit on the potentially dangerous side. When they're together, they're probably more effective than one of my armies at least. Not as effective as two of them combined. See, I'd like to focus on the forts really, having already made a start, but at the same time I can't really allow them to rampage across my lands now, can I? So I should probably divert two of my armies to go and crush them. Nice of them to head for a fort. Okay. Oh no, I see. They're actually doing a runner now. It's almost like they can see that we're coming for them. Let's at least take one of these guys out. Okay. So their remaining army should be less powerful than either of our existing ones. Okay. Let's take a trip back and take out the separatists. That's it. I'm going to offer a royal marriage to the Timurids because we need to start cozying up to them now. Other things doing. Mamluks, still a spy working in the Mamluks. Really don't need them. Don't mind. Actually, we probably don't even need a claim. Let's support some rebels. So. See, we've taken them out. Good, good. Right, let's actually, we'll take down the Qara Qoyunlu first. Okay, so the Mamluks. So one thing, in fact I think they've been discovered, so I better get a move on. As well as fabricating claims, which is all we've really done so far, I think. Might have supported some rebels. You got this option for support rebels. Now, as far as I can tell, this percentage gives an idea of how effective they're likely to be or how likely they are to revolt. So if we go for Mamlukian noble rebels, that should cause the maximum of trouble. Unfortunately, they are a little bit expensive. But, you know, you get what you pay for. And then we'll stop building a spy network so we can have our ambassador back. Okay, so we now had a royal marriage with the Timurids. Now we're going to start improving relations with the Timurids. So we'll hopefully get an alliance with them as soon as this war's over. Looks like I've lost a general. Must have missed the warning for that one. Never mind. How is our navy doing? Our navy is doing good. which is great. So now they're lying in wait for when this navy is forced out to sea by one of our vassals, which will probably happen before you know it. Okay, so what else have we got? We've got some Syrian separatists apparently. Homs, well, at least they'll be down here. It shouldn't cause us too many problems. Still need to take out these other armies if possible. Ah, brilliant. So you can have a general. Little alarmed to find that I've only got one general now. So we've lost another one. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I can actually pin down their army. And if not, at least I'm providing support to this army, which now has no general. And I can take Baghdad while I'm at it. Oh, okay. What's happening suddenly? What have we got? I have a naive relative. Oh, great. So I either lose another 10 prestige, which I really don't want to do, having just lost 10, or I have issues spotting spies, which I think I'll go for. Got Syrian separatists. Okay. We've taken Baghdad. We've got Mazandaran running around like maniacs up there. So I'll just divert this army to go and sort out the separatists. And this army is probably going to have to go back and sort out these armies. That's another Qara Qoyunlu army. So we could really do with this siege lifting at some point soon. Anyway, on the plus side, it looks like Qara Qoyunlu are in no way equipped to fight me, so that's encouraging. Let's make another general. These generals are getting pretty good. Okay, maybe I'll send these guys up. Ooh, heck. We're going the extreme way around. Right. Problem is, I know that we've still got... Oh no, we haven't. There's Qara Qoyunlu there. Okay. So I need to get an army over there to counteract their army. If I possibly can. I wonder if I could even force vassalize Mazandaran. Because that is another option. I can actually force them. Yeah, that's a point. I should cancel my military access through Genoa. As soon as that counts the relationship, well, presumably we've lost our main relationship with Qara Qoyunlu now. So they won't be allied to them anymore. Heck. Well. This is a bit more than I was counting on dealing with. Yep, they have actually managed to beat me. That's unfortunate. I've done some serious damage to my army in the way. So the question is the same thing going to happen to this army if I send them in? Well, I'm certainly not going to go on to the fort in any case. Let's bring these guys down and combine them into a single army. What are you offering me? Van and Bitlis? Not sure. See, I might actually be able to do better than that. Possibly. Not happy about the fact that these armies are kind of combined. Oh, there we go. They might still be able to come and join in. Can't do a huge amount about it. I do have a better general. I'm very lucky I might finish him off before. Oh, I have. Brilliant. Okay. Let's see if we can take these guys out now. That's good. I started to get quite worried there. Okay, what have we got? This is interesting. Some mystics and storytellers. Okay, well, I think I'm going to go with the cleric. Legal as it is. No, right. Good grief. Apparently the Protestant Reformation is even reaching to the Balkans. Okay. A little bit risky. Some additional advisors, which is good. Need to remember we only have 2 armies now. I don't really want to leave this siege. I'm just concerned that this army doesn't have a lot of numbers. That's okay. The general we've lost is the one we weren't using. Our best generals are still in the field. Of course. I still have one army who can take down Qara Qoyunlu's main army. Okay. Right. Okay. So we've won that siege. Whoop. Here we go. We should head in and help these guys. Oh, this is Mushasha. I've forgotten about them. So, okay. It's not the best news. Our Padishah has died. Padishah or Shah? I think it was called him Padishah. And the heir is only 6. So, we have what? A Regency Council, which basically means we can't start any wars, and also they're not a very good ruler, unfortunately, on this occasion. The actual heir still isn't an amazing ruler, but would certainly be much better. So, yeah, unfortunately we're stuck like that for 10 years. We're not going to be able to declare war on anyone, so I guess we should make the most of this war. Because after it's over, no more wars for a while. Actually, it looks like we're winning that one anyway. So maybe we should just stay put and try to take this castle as well. Alright, so let's speed up a bit. So a bit concerned that Qara Qoyunlu's army is big enough to take this army down. do end up attacking... Ah, great. Right, sorry naval reformer, off with your head. Who have we got? We have improved relations and trade efficiency. I will go with trade efficiency, thank you. I should be sending some missionaries out as well. See if we can convert roads. To get this siege over with as well, because then I can bring this army out and try to deal with that army. Oh, they have separatists, well that's something. What are we offering? So they're still only ceding 2 states? I wonder if that's because those are the only ones I actually have claims on. In which case you kind of wonder if I'd be better off accepting. I do think perhaps I should try and take some of these states just in case. I'm not sure if they will offer me provinces that I haven't actually conquered. Okay, moment of truth. Can we take this army down? Especially since they're apparently about to be helped. Looks like we can, which is good. I'm going to be horribly vindictive and try to follow them. Just like to not have to face their army again if possible. I think that's taking it down. So actually let's come around here. Actually, I wonder if we can make peace with Mushasha. If I can fight... Oh, is this Mushasha? No, that's Mazandaran. That's not okay. Okay. I think we've now taken all the forts at least. Who's this? It's Mazandaran. Right, better go and deal with them now. Really want to deal with the Georgian separatists. There's a Qara Qoyunlu's problem. However, I do need to deal with my own separatists. At least we're making some progress again now. I don't think there's an army that can easily oppose us. Who's this? That's Mushasha again. Right, okay, where is Mushasha? Because I'm sure I should be able to make peace with them. Nope. Yeah, that's one we haven't had before. You there. Okay. they don't want to make peace. Interesting. Right. So we've got this new alert, call for peace. And it basically means that our own people are getting really fed up with being at war. Which, I have to say, is a problem. So, okay, well, let's start with Qara Qoyunlu. Oh my goodness. We are getting quite close to you're offering now Van and Bitlis. 740 ducats. It hasn't been going up, has it? Okay, seeing as our own people are very upset, let's accept that. Make them a core. It's fulfilled a mission, which is safeguard Anatolia. So we've now gained some permanent claims, which is good. Oh, conquered Trebizond. I've already done that. I've got a claim on Kaffa now, which is great. Is there any chance Mushasha is willing to make peace now? No? Apparently Mushasha has no interest in making peace. Which is surprising. Okay, never mind. Right, so what I'm hoping, to be honest, is that we might be able to vassalize them. Oh no. No, apparently that's not going to be an option. Which is annoying. Never mind, fine. In that case, maybe see how many provinces we can get. Just a little conscious this is going to be our last war for a while. I feel a little bit like pushing my luck on the whole making claims thing. Come on. Okay, what are you offering? Tarki and Lakia. Not very good. I mean, I grant you it's what I asked for, but it's kind of feeling like we could do better. That alert seems to have gone as well, so hopefully our people aren't as fed up now Qara Qoyunlu are no longer in it. This is a concern though. Peasant rebellion, fair enough. Ah, there we go. Massive deposit of gold. Guessing that's from the mine in Kosovo. Alright, so in theory, we're actually in a position to embrace colonialism now, which surprises me. It has been spreading though, to be fair. It's very expensive, but it has been spreading. So, I mean, really, we don't need to embrace it until we're about to claim a new technology. And of course, Orthodox zealots. claim Dagestan. Let's see if I can get these guys to actually make peace now. There we go. I mean, after all, it's not you I'm at war with, is it? Right, so they're counting as being exiled now. Ooh, what have we got? It's like building... Oh, I remember these. Yeah, you're not really supposed to be doing that. Yeah, going to enforce them. And you're offering. Is that really all you're willing to offer? Okay, my missionary's been kicked out, unfortunately. Our support for the Mamlukian rebels has come to an end. Okay, well, I don't really want to get involved in fighting those peasants, so I might actually bring it to an end now. Can I get Dagestan as well? I can! Ooh, I can get Shami too. Yeah, that's more like it. Might give me some horrendous aggressive expansion. But I've got years now where I can't go to war, in which to let everyone calm down and forget what a terrible warmonger I am. So hopefully that'll be fine. So I'm guessing I don't have any spies now, do I? No, I do. I'm a spy in Kazan. Muscovite conquest of Poltava. A defender of the faith. So they want us to protect Kazan. Okay. I actually don't mind. I may as well stop. No, I don't mind fabricating one claim. But really, it's going to be so long. Oh, okay. More than one claim. It's going to be so long until I can actually make use of these claims. There's probably no point in keeping the spy network around. I'm going to regret that, but never mind. Right, okay then. Let's, I don't know, go to Crimea. I'm going to like a look at this. Got a little bit longer to prepare before being dragged into another war. Especially on behalf of someone who I'm planning on conquering myself anyway, but never mind. We're not fighting on our own. And they are fellow Sunnis, to be fair. He's part of, so this is basically the downside of being defender of the faith. Even your enemies can pull you into conflicts if they're attacked by someone from a different faith. So Muscovy Orthodox, of course. Russian Orthodox in this case. Presumably. I'm just hoping our armies are powerful enough to stand against them. I think I did miss a new opportunity to get some freebies. There we go. So we have an option for more technology. So I guess now's a good time to embrace colonialism. And that actually gave us a Spanish square, which is brilliant. Which is a big plus on our armies. Just need to make sure we're not about to get into a fight. need to keep a bit of an eye on this. And that's alright, morale's going back up again. So trade embargoes, I'm guessing... Alright, no one looks on to rival anymore. I guess we've overcome them. Okay, morale's probably high enough on that one. Not so sure about this one though. Army looks a bit big. Might want to request military access from Genoa. Deal with them. Probably not going to get there in time, am I? It's a shame. I don't really like letting my vassals get butchered. I don't ask for access. I've got military access. Why are you going across there? Might be able to defeat these guys actually. Anyone sneaking into our country? Not so far. Rebellions happening, of course. Okay, this might be a bit risky. Do you have a better general though? Hopefully that'll be enough. Yep, looks like we're winning. Amazingly. It's a bit alarming. Is this all Muscovy? Oh, good grief. Although they should be considerably low our tech level. We're on... Oh no, they're not. We're on 12 and they're on 12. No wonder Kazan was having problems. We're only on 11. It's a good thing we embraced colonialism when we did then. We probably would have been in considerable trouble at this stage. The one thing we might be able to do is make peace with Muscovy early. It's not like we really care that much about defending Kazan. Mostly just doing it to keep up appearances. We've got growth of the printing industry. Oh, I see the printing press has hit. Okay, so that should start somewhere in Germany. So it's basically another institution. After we'd only just embraced the last one as well. Oh right, that's part of Kazan that's occupied. Fair enough. Okay, do we have any... I'll go get that fort actually while I'm at it. Like where this one's heading. Still. Okay, what have we got? Regional nobles challenging the Ottomans. Where will this be? Tribune. I forget. That Tribune? Right, well I'm coming down here anyway. So, sure, I'll have to come and crush you as well. If that's really what you want. Called some provinces, which is good. having vassals comes in handy, because they can take a lot of Muscovite countryside for us. I see Kazan's not doing very well. No, I actually was coming to get you. Okay, why can I suddenly not get through? This is frustrating, because I really need to go and swap those nobles and separatists as well now. But at the same time, I don't want this army attacking my vassals. So I might end up sending this army down to deal with the separatists. Once I've finished this siege. Okay, now what? So, loss of privileges. Well, yes, some of you are rebelling. I really don't want to lose army tradition at the moment, but at the same time I don't want to lose stability, and I don't know, I could do with a gain in loyalty. So I'm gonna risk it. I just hope this doesn't mean my army suddenly becomes really rubbish. Well, I'm sure I'm going to have to deal with you again. For now, let's... Let's head down and sort those separatists out. What was it I was saying about not having another war again for 10 years? It's typical, isn't it? Could possibly make peace now. Do wonder. At the same time, I wonder if I could do with weakening Muscovy a bit. Or do I really need to? I'm a little surprised that they managed to keep the military technology so high. Oh, there we go. Right, so that should sort them out. We've got a siege ongoing. Kazani tribes, that's fine. This is fine too. So it doesn't make a huge amount of difference to us who we're fighting. Separatists. You can always come back to take the land back. Let's just, out of interest, let's see what we can get if we sue for peace. Nothing. They're not even willing to sue for peace. It's very disappointing. Alright, I might need to... Hang on. Same thing as before, so ban offensive stories. Going to need to leave this siege. I don't like it, but I'm not leaving one of my vassals' armies to be slaughtered. Not when I'm in range to deal with it. Unfortunately, I'm not in range to deal with it, not quite, but I can at least kind of avenge them. Okay, go besiege it again. Going to just come back up here and retake these lands. Oh, buddy. To be honest, I'm almost wondering if I'd be better off letting them actually succeed. Yeah, they've got the core provinces. Chinese separatists. Separatists everywhere. Hang on. Oh! Some more Greek separatists. Great. Right, well in that case, just slow down time a little. Because I think I'm going to need to build some more transport ships. So what's the maximum number of ships I can have? I can have 9 more. I know I really ought to be building galleys, but I want to make sure I can bring a full army over there, especially now I've taken the castle, because I cleverly failed to notice it was under attack. So it's going to be a bit of a harder... Oh, brilliant. White piece. Perfect. Right, so if I bring my army down to the boats... Okay, do things on their own. Probably want tax at the moment. Still kind of in the early game. Just thinking actually, rather than bring that army down, let's send them to Sherman. Because we have separatists there. I'm sort of hoping that if these Georgian separatists succeed in making a new Georgia, I might be able to vassalise it. So I'm not necessarily planning to intervene here, because it might get me a fair bit of land. Astrakhan? Oh, that's fine. One of my vassals. Right, we're no longer at war, so I'd like to offer the Timurids an alliance, which I was meaning to do a while back. Really need to slow time down. Yep, royal marriage is fine. The religious turmoil, not really our problem. I need you guys to just go over there. Take that province. Early modern administration. Perfect. We're actually getting ahead on all the technology again. But it looks like we completed all of our ideas, which is good. So we don't get a new national idea until scientific experimentation. So at least we've now only got a 2% institution tech penalty. So we should be able to gain technology reasonably quickly. Alright, okay. For now, you're no longer exiled, but you're heading to Shervan to deal with those separatists. We're going to have this on the 15th of September. Fortunately, Shivani separatists have succeeded. Oh, I see, we don't have many admin points to it. We need to pick a new rival. Apparently our only enemy now is Spain. Okay, Spain it is. To say, they're quite an intimidating rival. Especially seeing they seem to be wiping the floor with France now. But I suppose they do presumably have Naples as a vassal. And they're currently integrating them. So yeah, Castile, yeah, had the Iberian wedding with Aragon, so they've now formed Spain with Aragon. They appear to be stomping France quite handily. They're integrating Naples. They're going to be an extremely large rival. Can't say I'm delighted to be rivaling them. Never mind. Maybe they feel the same way about me, where I am actually a bigger nation. So perhaps I'm just being a little too timid there. However, no intention of attacking Spain. That's just whether they decide to attack me. Thinking about it, I don't have access to it, but they may be colonising places as well, so they might be rather more powerful even than they look. Oh well, not to worry. Right, so oh, not sure what's happened there, but the rebels in Rhodes, oh no, sorry, it's not Rhodes, it's Cyprus, have rebels. Right, so 17,000 of them, but we don't have a very good general. If I load my ship now, yeah, I can carry 18,000 people. That's not too bad. Let's go and take these people out while we can, before they win their siege, and then I'll come back and win this siege. Suddenly not so sure. I've got my boat happily coming down. Yeah, there's hardly anyone there. Have I actually... oh, the rebels have moved. Okay, let's go back. At least I can attack them with full force now. Going heavily over time here, sorry about that. It'd just be nice to just finish this one off. At least get to the point where we're no longer up to our knees in rebels and can start taking stock a little. That may not be an option, of course. Yep, more separatism. The joys. On a castle, doesn't it? No. 13th of March. Fair enough. Okay, so now I've got a choice between going to Cyprus and starting... Well, actually, to be fair, I should probably be splitting my troops anyway. Do I not have military access? I do. Oh, I don't have military access from Georgia. That's fine. We own Georgian core provinces. That's a bit unfortunate. However, they will give us military access. So that's something. Okay, so if I take that one over to... Sorry, this is one of the new flutes. Brilliant. It's starting to get built. Might have to, at some point, consider getting rid of the old transport ships. Because the fleets have basically made those obsolete. Is this not moving? Isn't it? It's supposed to be landing. Okay, let's bring all these together. Jump on board. We'll head over to Cyprus. We've got yet more separatists, and probably more than we can actually deal with now, which is a bit unfortunate. So if nothing else, I suppose we could try to take over the siege. How close are we to winning this siege? Not close enough, right. We'll deal with the separatists with these people then. Get rid of all the errors. I do have one criticism of EU4, is the fact that they splash the alerts right in the centre of the screen. So I'm pretty sure I could have kept an eye on them somewhere else, like, you know, off to the right or something. It seems a bit unnecessary to constantly block whatever you're looking at. Okay, let's core a couple of provinces. Finally finish putting down some of these rebellions. Nope, we now have some Catholic zealots in Rhodes. Let's put down these separatists because no one else seems inclined to. It's a shame, really, that we've got some Georgian core provinces. Still, I suppose we can always vassalise them the less friendly way. What's gone wrong here? Oh, we've lost our military access. Right, let's try to improve relations. Able to attack them as of yet. Bring all of these to a single location. And we've got some troops there. Okay then, right. Apparently everyone's suddenly taking against us, which is rather upsetting. Well, let me pick up all these ships, send them to Kirim. Maybe I can use this army to put down the rebellion in Rhodes. Ideally, before we take the castle, which is very hard to check on. I'm not sure they're going to get anywhere. Come on, little navy. Troops as we can. Head down to Rhodes. Walls are breached, so not before time. Let's land this army as soon as we possibly can. Brilliant. Right, I will then move them over to Constantinople. So it looks like that entire army was able to fit on the fleet, which is good. Corruption. Try to eradicate the problem. Yes, absolutely. I really wish I could boost my stability now. That is a nuisance. Okay, now this is new, and I'm probably going to end with it. So, this is a looming disaster. At least one major disaster is about to happen to your nation. There's a few disasters that can happen to a nation. So what have we got? Apparently I've got 2. So this is unrest lower than 0. Okay. Oh no, that could be stopped by internal conflicts and janissary coup. So we basically need to raise our... I see. Really need to raise our stability as soon as we can. Could also do with, for this one, total army size less than 15% of the force limit. Our force limit has gone up somewhat, so it might fix itself as we gradually regain troops. We'll have to see. Okay. Oh! Taking Kirin back. Well, that's something at least. And in theory, I think we've still got 2 armies over here. We just put them into a single army because they were so depleted. I might be able to split them back out into 2 armies. So yeah, apart from this siege over here, hoping once that boat's in place, yeah, we can just move these guys across. So another way you can move is if increase centralisation efforts, or levers is definitely increase centralisation efforts. I do not want to lose any more stability. We're on -1 as it is, and it's causing us a massive problem. In fact, we need to keep an eye on this. We'll be able to increase it once we've got 138 administrative points. Yeah, I was just saying, if it could please stop firing things at me. If you have enough boats, enough transports to hold the entire army you've chosen, you can actually just walk them across the boats, as if we're a nice stepping stone in the ocean. Which can come in quite handy. I'm going to use the same technique up here in order to get this army over to this siege. Hopefully. But yes, I really think I'm going to have to call it a day there. I think I've gone way over time. I was really hoping we could get to a period of stability, but I think we're just going to be plagued by rebellions. We're going to have these looming disasters. It's going to be a question of... This army is actually... To be fair though, it's probably... Yeah, we probably should be splitting them anyway. So, if I just take you off again, I'll take the smaller army with the general, and just send you over here. So in theory, look, looks like our ruler has come of age, so once again we will pay the Janissaries off, as is tradition. We'll adopt the title of Khalifa, and we'll enforce religious unity again. Okay, brilliant. And we're actually able to boost stability. So we could also do with coring this province. It costs us 22 admin points, but we need to bring our stability up as soon as possible to try to get rid of these disasters. Unfortunately, I don't know if we can avoid this particular one because it seems to require religious unity of 100%. There's not much chance of us achieving that. Oh well, I suppose we'll just have to live through the disaster. Can't be helped. And we do have the opportunity to hire another advisor. How much money do we have? 22.26. So we could actually have a +3 advisor, which is fine. Much I quite like the discipline one. Although actually, could probably do with a +3 for diplomacy, really. But never mind, I'm not going to worry about it right now. They're heading off to deal with that rebellion, and I suspect next time we're going to mostly be dealing with rebellions, even though we probably still have a bunch of claims on Kazan. So we could consider attacking Kazan, trying to take some of these places we'd claimed. It would have the one advantage, that if we just take this one province, we'll no longer need any military access from Genoa, which, speaking of, oh no, it's alright, we've lost it anyway. Yeah, that's fine then. But yeah, I think definitely need to stop there. So, we made some progress at least. We took quite a bit of land there. Hopefully, given we didn't take any land in the Holy War, the Defender of the Faith War, they've had time to stop alarming people quite so much. So if we do decide to attack Kazan soon, it won't cause everyone to go against us. We've made an alliance with the Timurids, so we should be in a position to attack Qara Qoyunlu or the Mamluks, hopefully. I mean, Qara Qoyunlu would make sense because they're weaker than the Mamluks, so it might be worth attacking them mostly next, but it depends if we have any claims. Oh, we do. We have a lot of claims. Right, this is because of the mission tree. This is what I was hoping for. So it might be worth us spying on Mazandaran to get some claims on their land, which we probably don't have because it looks like they're still an ally. But that won't be until we've gone around the rotation again, of course. So not to worry, but we'll pick that up next time. See you then.